Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another live stream. 2025 Best Reformed Bracket. I've got people jumping in, doing all kinds of stuff here. So sorry, bear with us, guys, for a minute as we prepare. But yeah, we've got the sponsors with us. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Let's give you a big hand. You made it through 11 days. All right. Absolutely love it. We're announcing the champion. But first, let's go around the horn here. Once again, introduce all of our sponsors to the watchers, the listeners, the viewers. Joe, shout it out. Tell us what you're about.
So I'm Joe Morris, owner of Squirrely Joe's Coffee. We are a specialty coffee roaster. We primarily deal in e-commerce, so we ship all over the U.S. So if you enjoy coffee and you're a Calvinist, then our coffee is for you.
Awesome, Josiah. Everyone's a winner with you today.
That they are. Every single voter, every single podcaster represented, everyone who's just seen your posts actually gets free financial planning because we don't charge for that. And then if you are a pastor, a elder, or a denominational equivalent, like a bishop, if you're a Reformed Anglican, we also give you $1,000 off our estate planning service. So instead of $2,500, it's $1,500. We want to make sure we give back to our pastors and to our elders. But yeah, that's going to be free of charge. www.reformed.money for free financial planning, education advice, strategy, everything from basic budgeting out to business coaching. We do all in-house for you guys. We also have a tax planning and a health insurance guy. So the only thing we currently don't do is home and auto insurance. So we can't help you with that, but we'll find you one local broker dealer for that. We also don't do, I suppose, real estate. So go talk to Greg if you want to do some real estate investing. But everything else, we can handle directly at Dominion, Calvinistically, covenantally, and confessionally.
I love it. Terry, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Tell us a little bit about Patriarch Cigars.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. Glad to be on here. We're a Christian cigar company. Said it before, but my three brothers at my church, we just wanted to cover our cigar budget, so we started a cigar company, and it's been awesome. We're just trying to build something Christian that glorifies the Lord and makes opportunities for fellowship and get some good cigars out there to people. And it's interesting. Josiah mentioned that about a discount for elders. We've actually been talking about the same thing. We're probably not going to just advertise it, but if you're a pastor or elder and you could use some cigars for a men's gathering at your church or something, we want to have a really good discount code for you guys for that same reason, to support our pastors and elders. So just DM us on any of our social medias or patriarchcigars@gmail.com. Our website's patriarchcigars.com. Just find us and we'd be happy to get you guys a discount. I can't smoke a cigar today because I'm in a hotel room, but there's one right there. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting some of these out to the winners.
The one rare time he isn't in heavy equipment during a live stream. All right, I'm glad you're getting some rest. All right, Adam, throw it out there. Rockwall Bibles. You donated the beautiful Rebound Bible to the winner, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Adam Johnson, Rockwall Bibles. Thanks for having me on. Greg, good to see you guys again. I'm kind of sad we're not going to be seeing each other's faces as much, after this week. So maybe we'll just, we'll start a little backstage something or, get something going.
Right.
So I make Bible rebinds, so new or used, Bibles. It could be a Bible that's been in your family for, 100 years, or it could be a brand new Bible like that one that Greg's holding up is. And we make it into a Bible that's going to last a long time using really high quality materials. DM me if you're interested in a rebind. We should have a website coming, sometime this year, I would say. But I appreciate all your support. So thanks.
Absolutely. Of course, we can't forget Vindicated Productions, which Parker might be jumping on in a little bit. He will be giving out some free audio video editing with his production company. And then, of course, Eschatology Matters, the podcast. They were in the bracket, but they're also giving away a prize pack. If they don't make it on the live stream here today, we will be sending out those announcements, maybe doing an additional live stream with them to announce those winners. But now, if you don't know, the moment we've been waiting for, we are going to bring in our 2025 Best Reformed Podcast champion. But before we do, much like King James has the basketball player, LeBron James has a walk-in intro video. The King of All Mills has one too. So here, let's listen to this.
All hail the King, the millennial King.
It is the millennial king himself, the champion, Keith Foskey. How are you, Keith?
I'm doing very good, Greg. Thank you again for doing this, and thank all of the sponsors for making it happen. This has been a fun and sometimes nail-biting week, but it has been a great time.
Well, man, I got to tell you, watching that bracket, you got through 11 days, you got through 1 million views, you got through 85,000 votes. You took out Haunted Cosmos, the reigning champion from last year. You battled it out with the Presbyterian himself, Matthew Everhard. But in the end, it really wasn't a challenge for the king. I think it was 57.2%, a pretty good margin, decisive victory. Congratulations, my friend. You earned it.
Well, thank you. If I could, I just want to switch my gear here. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the appropriate outfit for the rest of this interview. This was actually given to me. This crown was given to me when I became the king of the Amillennials, and I'm just going to keep wearing it, baby.
I love it. Now, here's the cool thing. I love the fact that a pastor won the grand prize. First and foremost, Adam, tell him a little bit about this Bible that we're going to be shipping to him that you donated.
Okay, yeah, it's an ESV, Creeds and Confessions. Now, I got to admit, I chose the ESV before it apparently fell out of favor, so you'll have to forgive me for that, Keith.
I'm still a fan.
But yeah, it's rebound in a gray cowhide. It's got some custom stamping on it, so it's kind of hard to see on the on the video. But if you go to my page, you can see some more pictures of it. And I think Greg is gonna ship it out to you. So congratulations.
Absolutely. You're also getting this.
Yeah. Then also, also the Soli Deo Gloria banner. That's a banner company that I'm starting. And so we'll be selling some of those, later this spring. And so you actually had the first one, Keith.
Well, that's awesome.
And prototype.
And some of you may not know this, but every Sunday, I post a picture of my notes on Twitter. It's just it's kind of a funny thing, but I do a very weird kind of colorful set of sermon notes, and I teach other people how to do it. It's kind of become a weird thing, but I post it and always has my Bible included. Well, the next time, after I get the new Bible, when I post my notes, you're going to see this Bible on the pulpit when I post that picture, and I'll make sure to tag you and let people know that's where the Bible came from. So just so, again, Adam, thank you very much. I've never had, I'm going to tell you a secret. I've never had a nice Bible. I've just never had the money to buy a nice Bible. Most of the Bibles I have they're okay, but I've never had a nice leather, heavy duty Bible. I've never been able to really afford it. So this was a blessing. And my son is like super excited just to get to touch it. So I'm like,
Hey, I'm really excited to hear that. Yeah. Hey, can we make Rockwall Bibles the official Bible of Team Funny Man?
We can do that. We can do that today.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
I think Terry's the next one up to get one.
I'm just a poor broke blogger here.
Yeah.
Terry, we need to make his out of machined aluminum. Oh my gosh!
I've had that Bible longer than I have my wife, and we've been married 20 years this year. So.
Oh. And by the way, I'm drinking Squirrely Joe's this morning just to remind everybody. Joe's my boy, and I love this mug. I use it all the time.
Well, speaking of that, let's go back really quick. So I did want to congratulate you too. You didn't have to court the Catholic vote, the provisionist vote, the charismatic vote. I don't know, the atheist, whatever it was. You made it through.
I do have to say, I did get endorsed by Leighton Flowers, so I can't.
Ooh.
But it was just
that's almost worse.
He just went on and said, because we are friends, as hard as that is to believe, he did go on and say, but I'm friends with everybody. That's kind of my thing.
I'm surprised that Methodist didn't back you up.
All right. Well, first time ever, championship revoked here on the bracket. Here's Matthew Everhart. No, I'm kidding. No, Leighton and I've got a nice little video of him riding my Dead Men Walking e-bike at the Tullahoma conference, which is a nice keepsake, and him yelling, "Dead Men Walking." But let's go around really quick. So I know, Terry, you had a cigar pack to possibly give out. What did you see through the 11 days? Who do you like? You were the judge of that. You get to pick someone and go, hey, and I know you give some out anyway. On top of that, that's what was the cool thing is even people who podcasts that weren't in the bracket, there was people voting and posting, and you guys and Squirrely Joe and all you guys were kind of reaching out to them and going, hey, I'll give you some complimentary stuff too, which was really cool of you guys as sponsors. But who do you got your cigar pack going to, Terry?
Well, we were really torn. I mean, Corey Wing, civically minded, everybody knows he knocked it out of the park. I mean, those videos were awesome. We were looking for the most reformed content for our cigar pack. And since I never saw him actually smoke anything in his videos and there was ice in his whiskey, I don't really know how reformed he really is. So we were really torn. Tom Shepard with Open Air Theology did that great cigar theology video, and it nailed it because, the Dispies and the SBCs didn't have a beard. In fact, I think there was even like a lady pastor in there somewhere. So that was a very reformed video. But that being said, I think Corey was the winner of the video stuff. I mean, but we're going to send a cigar pack to both Corey and to Tom because those guys are awesome.
There you go.
And I think I'll probably even throw in a nice V-cut lighter for Corey as well, just because, man, that was awesome. And hey, you gained a new follower. I'd never heard of his podcast before this, and I've been absolutely loving it. So
yeah, he's good.
We're going to do that. And again, to any podcasters, I mean, we're looking for plugs anywhere. So if anybody wants to DM us, we'd be happy to shoot you a couple sticks and give us a
talk them
plug.
up on the podcast with the listeners. Absolutely. So congratulations, Corey Wing and Tom Shepard. You're getting cigar packs. That's awesome. I know Vindicated Productions, Parker couldn't be here. He did let me know earlier today he will be working with Corey Wing too to help him edit some videos, give him that free audio and video editing because they were just spectacular, and he really liked that too. So a sweep in 2 categories by Corey. Now, Joe from Squirrely Joe's, I saw you saying, hey, DM me, you got some coffee coming. Hey, DM me. So it's like, I saw a lot of these voters and podcasts. They are already winning, whether they're moving on or not, because they're getting some great coffee. I think you had, and we didn't really determine this, but you kind of had a nice little coffee pack you're giving out with a mug and some coffee. Did you determine who you wanted that to go to?
Yeah, so our loyalties are somewhat split in things like this because we deal with so many podcasts and so many different ministries. But so Founders sent us some swag to do a giveaway, and that helped them get past eschatology matters. So that was kind of fun. And then
the early controversy,
yeah, right. And then Andrew Rappaport sent us some of his books, so we did a giveaway for him as well. And then I just kind of randomly selected a few people who engaged with the bracket, and just sent out some just random coffee to people on X. So that was cool. And then so Matthew Everhard was so good about retweeting and hey, check out the sponsors. He was really good about that. So we just shipped him a box of coffee this morning. And then, Keith and I talk anyways. So he's going to be getting some coffee anyways. So I'll have to figure out something to sweeten the pot for him a little bit, but yeah. And then
you know what, honestly,
Terry's getting some coffee this week too, since he sent those cigars to us. So
right on.
I tell you what, Joe, just another mug for Jennifer so we can both drink from it on the show. And that's it. Just one more of these, and then we can both, because we do our Friday Night Live. Jennifer and I do.
Got one ready to ship right here. So
all right.
That's
perfect.
Awesome.
Win the contest and get mugged.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you can always count on Josiah for a nice one-liner at the end of the conversation. I like it. I almost thought you said you were going to send out the Founders Ministry pack to a Presbyterian. I thought that'd be pretty funny, but keep that for yourself. That's good. So we'll finish it up. We won't stay on here too long. I just wanted to jump on, congratulate Keith. He is the champion. Votes are the votes. It was pretty fun. I look forward to it. You guys made it fun. I couldn't do it without you. I mean, look at the first couple I just did it myself. It started to catch on as soon as you guys came on board, man. People love it. We love good products. We love people who are building stuff in the kingdom, and then being so generous with your products and services, all of you. I think that really speaks to what we are doing as business owners, building things to glorify God. Why we're here in this earth and advancing his kingdom. So I really appreciate each of you guys. I can't say enough how fun you guys make it, being on board and just kind of understanding the tone of what this is and the retweets and the videos and all that. And to everyone watching and who retweeted and shared, and I mean, the GIFs were hilarious. The memes were hilarious. I mean, very entertaining. You guys made it possible as well too. But with that being said, does anyone have anything else as we close out the 2025 Best Reformed podcast with our champion, Keith Foskey?
Just thank you. I'm very grateful, very humbled. I know I joke about being a king, but you know what? You guys really just, I don't even want to say. Yesterday when I beat Haunted Cosmos, I almost had a tear in my eye because I just felt like this is an encouragement to my heart that people actually care about what we're doing. So thank you.
I just want to.
Oh, go ahead.
I just want to say again, I mean, to Matt and Keith both, with all the nonsense that's gone on with the division in Twitter the last few months, it's just been a blessing to see, just honorable, godly men who aren't afraid to speak the truth, just treating each other with brotherly love. And we need more of that. So I couldn't be happier to see you guys in the final round. So thank you for that.
Yeah. And Matthew and thank you. Can I just say that too? Matthew we started in the very beginning because we both were on the opposite ends of the thing. And we both said to each other, you know what, if we make it to the end, we're going to do this debate. Don't forget, we are doing the baptism debate.
Yes.
I'm going to do it dressed as Spurgeon, which is crazy, but I am going to do it. But the whole thing was we supported each other until the end. And then during our last match, there was nothing ugly said. We both encouraged everybody to vote. We both just said, we love each other. Vote your conscience, vote your heart. And you know what? God bless it. It worked out. And I love Matthew. He's my brother in Christ. So yeah.
Yeah. Can't say enough nice things there. I do like that you're the only person I know that brings a costume trunk to a debate, which is pretty awesome.
I keep it. Yeah. It's right next to me.
Absolutely. And the irony was not lost on me that the guy who usually gets mistaken for Sasquatch beat Haunted Cosmos. So that was awesome. I couldn't get out of a live stream with at least one roast joke on you, Keith. Come on now. You know I love you.
Yeah. Better to bring a costume trunk than a bottle of antifreeze.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm going to talk about, I love jokes, and I love jokes, and I even like to get joked on. I posted a video the other day of me doing karate. Most people don't know I teach karate, but I do teach karate on Monday nights at our church. We have a karate program. So I posted an 8-second video. Yeah, I have black belt. And somebody tweeted Paul Blart black belt, and I just laughed my head off. It was the funniest. Like, it was a shot at me, but it was a shot that was so great. I was like, this person deserves a shout out just because it was that. So Paul Blart black belt is now my favorite line. So
there you go. One of the biggest.
I'm having my nickname for you sticks too, the Kung Fu Calvinist.
Oh, there you go. I love it.
Calvinist. Look at I measure people on their level of self-deprecation. If you cannot take yourself seriously, I'm going to be fast friends with you, because it tells me you're in the right headspace, maturity wise, and understanding who we are in juxtaposition to God. And I don't know, I should make a podcast episode on the theological underpinnings of self-deprecating humor, because some of the most wise and discerning people I know understand how to kind of make light of themselves. With that being said, hey, Parker's here.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we were just finishing up.
Sorry.
I did announce your prize for you, but I'll throw it over to you. But I just wanted to say quickly, because I always say this when I'm talking about Keith. He's the funny guy. He does funny stuff. He has great jokes. He does stand up. Everyone knows him. He puts the hat on, the crown on the thing. I enjoy his sermons just as much as I enjoy his comedy, because Keith is not only a funny guy, and that's great if you know him as that, but he is a man of God that seriously contends for the faith, that does his study when he enters the pulpit, understands the weightiness of that, teaching and guiding and shepherding his flock. So I always have to put that with it, because if you guys have watched his videos and he's joking around and laughing and doing all that, that's great. But on the flip side of that, and I think even more importantly, what you hold important, don't let me speak for you, Keith, is being a shepherd and being a biblical shepherd and understanding the word. And I really appreciate you for that, brother, that you can do that. Duality is not lost on me, because I know you're a very serious man when it comes to your duty as a shepherd, and you can also have fun and joke around. within the bounds of being a believer. So I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Parker, we were just about ready to get out of here, but hey, we still got a couple hundred people on here. So
Okay, just real quick.
Something.
Sorry for running a little bit late. We're actually getting ready for a birthday party here today, but I wanted to jump on and talk about Corey. So you already announced the winner. Corey Wing of Civically Minded won the 4 episodes of free editing. But I wanted to rattle some stats off here for everybody to kind of prove the power of video in today's time with just kind of marketing and getting your message out there. So Corey made 9 videos totaling 25,036 impressions. He had 56 retweets. He had 176 likes. He got 21 new followers and a total of actual, when you pull it up in Twitter, or X, it says views, but it's actually impressions. So if you go in and you actually look at the actual view counts, he got almost 6,000 views across 9 videos. And that's just on X. So that's why he won, is just from a statistical objective standard. He did really, really well. He covered from a production side. He had makeup, costumes, he had props. He helped some of the sponsors with cigars and other stuff like that. He had editing, the video pacing, the lighting, adding comedy, and he even threw a song in there and some singing. So get out there and use video to help you guys, so I just wanted to go through that. He should be really, really proud of that. I don't know if he actually looked at the statistics of his videos, but definitely did a really, really good job and should be commended.
Look at it. Yeah, and I think that goes to your point for the profession that you're in. If you're a podcaster thinking about starting podcasting, even if you're in your production team for your church, you need someone to do audio, video. Look at, if you're online and you want to get views and you're trying to grow something, you have to have good, sharp looking video, good sounding audio. That's what pulls people in. That's what Parker's an expert at. And it's not just the technical side of it. I see some of his creative decisions that he does, and there has to be that duality when you're working with the production team. It just can't be someone who knows how to technically do that. They also have to have a vision of, I know what looks good, what feels good, what grabs attention. Parker does that. So that's why I recommend Vindicated Productions. So give him a call if you're a podcast, especially. He works with a lot of podcasts doing that, helping you get to that next level and go, here, this is what, what I think we should do. Now, look at, all I'm saying is Reformation Red Pill went out the first round last time. They hired Parker. They made it to the 4th round. That's all I'm saying. Correlation. I don't know.
Yeah, I've edited some of their stuff. We help businesses. If you guys want to check out more of what we do, it's vindicatedproductions.com. The homepage there, it shows, all the different stuff we do. We do podcast editing, brand story for businesses. So yeah, if you want help, let me know.
All right, guys, I got to jump off here. I got a Suns basketball game to go to, but the 2025 Best Reform Podcast bracket was a success. Guys, if you're watching right now, go follow Squirrely Joe. Go follow Dominion and Josiah. Go follow Adam at Rockwall Bibles. Go follow Terry at Patriarch Cigars. Go listen to Your Calvinist with Keith Foskey. And go check out Watchwell Podcast, Vindicated Productions, and Real Parker Brown on Twitter X2. Follow them. They have been an absolute gem to work with.
Yep.
All right, guys. As always,
Congrats,
remember,
Keith. Appreciate you, buddy.
You can find out more about us, dmwpodcast.com. Get one of these fun little mugs there and support the show. Wine 'em, dine 'em, Romans 9 'em. Or you can get the new shirt that we have out. How about you just shut up and let that be your wisdom? Job 13:5. Sometimes you got to quote scripture to the pagans, even if they don't like it. As always, guys, remember the chief end of man is to glorify God and enjoy him forever. God bless.
Thanks. See you guys.